Hello and welcome everybody. It's Baron with Baron Presents, and we're going to jump into No Man's Sky. I am starting a fresh start. This is the middle of May of 2024. I've been playing the game for over 3 years now. It's been almost 4, and I've got over 1,000-hour logs. I can't say that I know everything, but we're going to get into it and have some fun. If you've been in my channel and are a subscriber, I say thank you. And if you haven't, I'd like to ask, please hit the like buttons if you like the videos. And even if you don't, if you hit the like buttons, I'd appreciate it because it helps my channel out. But also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I would appreciate it, and then you would actually know when I'm doing things, okay? And I'm going to try to get more games up and everything. Anyways, this game is going to be in creative mode. Or not in creative mode, sorry, normal mode. And we're going to start from the very beginning. So I'm going to teach you a few things in the beginning and keep it going. And I'm going to do episode 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And on throughout the whole game. I'm going to discover things along with you that I haven't done. Some of the things I have done, but other things I haven't. And I'm going to teach you what I do to get ahead in the game early to get started, okay? So we're going to do it. By the way, this looks like it's a frozen planet, which is pretty cool. So our hazardous environment here happens to be cold. So we could freeze to death here. One of the first things we're going to do is we're going to hit the well, we got to hit the tab key to get out of here, but hit the escape key. Okay, we're going to come to this quite a bit. I'm not going to go over it here, all except for here. This is where we come in. You can set your controls and your difficulty level. As you come in here, you can see I'm on normal mode. I haven't changed any of these. I just started the game in normal mode, and that normal no, yeah, I'm normally molding it. Anyways, normal mode. And we're going to just continue on in here just like this. I'm not going to change anything at this point, okay? This is our log. This is where our objectives are. So right now we have to test and repair our multi-tool systems, which we're going to do. It actually talks about the scanner, so we can scan things to be able to find resources. Life support is oxygen. Hazard protection is sodium. Oxygen shows up as red, and hazardous protection, sodium, shows up as yellow. Okay, that's a cool thing. So we'll get into that. Our catalogs and guide we'll work on as we go along in the game. But this is our discovery, and here's a very important one. If you look at the bottom, we have to discover 5 creatures. So we want to find all these guys. It looks like we might be able to do it really quick. And if we do, we get 1,250 nanites. We start out with no units, no nanites, no quicksilver. We'll get into that quite a bit. Now the planet down here we can see, okay, it has frost crystals, copper, doxite, silver, and high sentinel activity, which is not good, okay? We got to be careful with sentinels because if you're doing things, they're going to come and attack, and they will kill you really quickly at this low of a level. I'm going to right click, which is what brought me out of the fauna or animals, and I'm going to right click again, and this system has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planets. I want to go to all these, and so I can record that I discovered all these today. Okay, so the first thing we do is hit tab, and in tab, this is the scanner that we have to fix. In order to fix it, you look down. This technology is critically damaged. It says 0 out of 75 ferrite dust. We have to repair it, and we have to get 75 ferrite dust to repair it. I'll show you how we do that. But over here, I want to click on this. Here we have our personal force field. I'm not going to do it yet because we don't have access to ion batteries or wiring loom, so I'm not going to fill it in with that yet. This is our bolt caster. We do want to get this, but we can't use it until later. This is what we'll be fighting sentinels with later. I love the bolt caster over everything else. And there's other people out there that prefer everything else, but you'll see why I like it. But here's something very important. Analysis visor. It requires 1 carbon nanotube. Okay, so I'm going to click on that, and as you can see, we'd have to come in here to repair it. I'm right clicking to get out of it, to return. I'm going to go to my exosuit. To craft things, we click here, and here's a nanotube. Well, I can't do it unless I have 50 carbon. So we need 75 ferrite dust, and we need 50 carbon. But I also know there's a requirement that we're going to have that's going to require metal plating too. So there's 50. So that means 125 ferrite dust. Ferrite dust is something we're going to want to get throughout the game, no matter what, as we play. So we're going to get a lot of ferrite dust. In order to do that, all we do is shoot it like this. Okay, you notice that it's unidentified. That's because we don't have our scanner yet to be able to identify it. Okay, well, I should say our analysis visor, not scanner, because this is our scanner that we're going to make. Now I'm up in the, you can see that I'm getting close to overheating. I'll show you. See there, it almost, see, we're getting a heat warning. If you let go of your mouse button, you'll stay up in the hundreds and 90s, 80s and 90s as you're doing this, and it gives you a lot more material a lot faster, and that's why I'm doing that. All I'm doing is holding the mouse button down, letting go for a sec, not even a sec, a fraction of a second, so I can get up high enough to be able to get it without overheating. Okay, so I just did that, and look at, we now happen to have, I hit tab to get into this screen, 347 nanites, plenty to be able to do what we need. Okay, and now we need carbon, which we need to have, what would I say, 50? So we need to get 50 carbon. Let's see if we can get this really quick. And remember, I haven't moved from the spot that the game came in on. I'm looking around and just shooting stuff. And I almost messed up there because I almost let it go and overheat on me. Okay. Any more trees? Yep. Let's see if we can get them. Now I'm just going around getting them. Well, I have over 190 some, so I got plenty of carbon now too. Okay. So if we go into tab, we can click here. Oops, I got to make my carbon nanotube, so I got to come back, go to my exosuit, click here. I want to create a metal plating because I need one of those, and I want to create a carbon nanotube. Okay, and by the way, this is all we can create at this point. We do have ion batteries, but we need cobalt. We don't have any cobalt, and so we can do a warp cell, fuel cell, the hydrogen jelly. We're going to need that in a bit. Life support, I never use life support. I use what we're going to find here in just a second. Instead of using life support, I use oxygen. Instead of ion batteries, I actually utilize sodium. Okay, how do we find that stuff? Well, here we go. We fix our scanner, or our analysis visor. That's not going to help us, but if we fix our scanner, okay, let's right click out of here. I can hit C, and we can look. There's carbon crystals, there's hydrogen jelly. We're going to use that to find, oh, and by the way, if you look at your lower right, we need 10 sodium, which we'll find here in just a second. There's hydrogen, dihydrogen crystals. That's what you make their dihydrogen jelly from. Okay, and there's nanite right there, or not nanite, sodium right there. So let's go to that. See, there's a sodium plant right there. Okay, we're going to go to it. Oops, I went too far. And I want to collect as much of this red crystal as I can. This is the C plus as condensed carbon, because I utilize this to actually power my mining laser. Okay, and I know that the jelly's right, or not the jelly, the sodium's right down here. There it is. Okay, all I have to do is pick it by holding E. Now look, see, we got creatures here. 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly all 5. So what we're going to do first is go hit our F key, and we're going to start scanning creatures through the red. We want the guys with the red dots. There's 2. Well, this is 2. Oops, I didn't get it. I got something else. There's a flying creature. To get flying creatures, we get it when it's right about there, in between, halfway in between the plus and the line right above it. Okay, there's 3, 4, and there's our 5th one. Okay, so if we go back to our escape key, we got them all. So if I click this, and by the way, that was really quick. Very seldom do I get them right away like this, but I now have 1,250 nanites. That becomes important later on, not right yet, but it does become important. So we got our fauna discoveries. Okay, we got some Here we got 5% left, so if I click this and drop it in there, I'm up to 61%. It's not enough. Let's hit C again. There's some way over there, but here's a box over here. Yep, we gotta go get the ship. It says where it's at. But there's a couple things over here I want to get. Okay, these boxes have important stuff in them. There's some sodium. I hate these milestones. I'm a naturalist because I got all this discovered species on one planet. So I got 1 star for that. Okay. Anyways, and it interrupts what I'm talking about. It drives me nuts. Okay, so we got 24 sodium out of that. This one we got a bunch of sodium. Another 24. And we come in here. Now we could keep this and get 2,000 units on it, but there's better ways to get money. So I'm just going to get rid of this. And it can be refined down into other things. Now we've got more condensed carbon, which is cool. There's a oxygen plant. I played the game so much I know what it looks like. That's the oxygen. So if I hit C, we should see an O2. See? So if we come over here, we can get some oxygen. By the way, if we wanted to, we could feed these creatures and gain them as pets. We want it, like I say, I want to get as much sodium as I can. We also want to get as much, oops, my weapon is depleted, so I got to tab in, go to my multi-tool, I click on my mining beam, and I use the condensed carbon to feed my mining beam because it lasts better. And now these are unidentified, so if we identify the ferrite that we've been shooting, it'll actually give us money. We got 500. There's one that's scanned. Let's get that. 200. So everything we're scanning is giving us money, okay? And let me show you. We started out with 0 nanites, 0 units. We don't have any quicksilver, and that's not going to come until later in the game. We should hopefully be able to show you soon. But you want to scan anything and everything can. See, here's the docksite deposit. There's a silver deposit where we can actually get silver, which is worth money. And this is where we got to go to, where this red diamond is with the eclipse looking thing. It shows our starship. It's 867 units away. So we're going to head in that direction. We're going to go ahead and hit C as we're going. We're going to also shoot some anything that we can to get more item. Oops, see, that's unidentified, so I stop. I'm going to identify it. We don't have to stop to do that, but I'm going to. And now we're going to shoot again. Oh, wait a second. Oh, that's good. See, that's got chromatic metal on it. So I didn't show you that. But what we can see here, see, it gave me 1 chromatic metal. It's not a lot. So now I have 1 chromatic metal. So every time I shoot this rock, I get ferrite dust and chromatic metal. And we need chromatic metal. There's another way of getting it, but if I can get it early in the game, that's cool too. But it's only giving us 1 at a shot, which is not great, but it's alright. If we shoot 50 of these or 100 of them, it's good. If we can find that many. I'm using my technique of shooting and letting go to be able to shoot it faster. See, some of them are getting us too. So you can actually walk and run, shoot at the same time. Oh, there's a, I don't know, I might have done that one already, but there's a, this damaged machinery up to our left is great. Also right here, let me show you if I hit C, this is the H. This is dihydrogen crystals. This allows us to make the hydrogen jelly, so we want this too. If we find a cave, we want cobalt, which is inside caves. We still need more sodium, just so you know. And now see, now that I'm way up there, I'm shooting like crazy and getting a lot of stuff. Unidentified plant, so let's scan it. It really stinks. I don't see any more sodium. We got a bunch of it, but sorry, I'm Don't know if you can hear me clearing my nose, but my sinuses are really, really bugging me. Oop, there's unidentified there. So we want to hit F and scan it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. There's another one. What does it give us? It also gives us chromatic metal, so that's really good. Oh, that one does too. This is all, oh wow. There's an easier way of getting this. I'll show you how to do it when we get our ship. We're going to have to get going really quick. Okay. I don't want to waste a whole lot of time doing this. Let's continue on. Don't forget to hit the C to scan. Oh, there we go. Look at that right here. We want this, E. Sodium, you always want sodium and oxygen as much as you can get. Oh, and there's double of them up here. Okay. So we want to open these. You never know what we're going to get when we open them. It's 90%, 95% or more. You're just going to get nanites like that. But every once in a while you might get a special upgrade. Or an item you need, like a wiring loom or... what did it give me? It didn't give me anything. What the heck? Yeah. Must have gave me something. I don't know what it was. So, we're going to tab out real quick. We're at 8%. Keep an eye on your hazardous protection. And we want to take the sodium and drop in there. And now we're at 100%, which is good. I'm going to just head to the ship now. More stuff as we're going along the way. And how much carbon? Let's see how much chromatic metal we have. I know I'm only getting 1 or 2 each time, but how much have we got? 70 of them already. That's really good. There's something I want to... Oh, I know what it is. Hold on. Let's see what it... Let's come up here real quick. Oh, there's some oxygen right there. Let's grab it. And here's a cave. This is cool. I can show you something with the cave. Let's grab this first. I'm going to drop down in this crevice, go into the cave. Be careful when you're going in caves. Okay? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I almost jumped off here. That could have been hazardous. Okay? Now, if you notice if we come up here and look at my hazardous protection, it's 100% and it's not going down. That's because we're in a cave. Okay? Being in caves protects you from the outside elements. So if you need to escape to a cave, and your hazardous protection will go right to the top. All right? Now see these little bulbs up here? These have sodium and oxygen in them. And they're dangerous, okay? Well, our weapon charge has been depleted, and it's not really a weapon. It's our mining tool. So we have to click on it. We take... Oops, I don't want carbon. I want condensed carbon, and I want to put it in there. And we have... that was all the condensed carbon we had. That's okay. That's all right. We can get more of it. We'll find it. But you shoot these guys and you get sodium, and you get quite a bit. So if you're in a cave for a while, you can get a whole bunch of stuff. See, we got 28 out of that one. I'm not even shooting it. There's oxygen. And we just got a bunch of oxygen out of it. 19 out of that one. How much do we get out of this one? That's probably another 19, and there's more sodium. So see, we get all kinds of oxygen and everything from it. But these guys here are important too. These stalactites, I think, are from the ceiling. And then stalagmites are the ones on the floor. I'm not a geologist, so please bear with me if I get it wrong. But we go ahead and shoot them, and we're going to get cobalt. Oh, it's going to give us silver while we're at it. And this is a real good way of using your tools to be able to maximize your training for keeping the multi-tool from overheating, because they're all grouped together so you can shoot and keep on shooting and get a lot of it. Okay, we had absolutely no cobalt to start. We'll see how much we had. We don't have any silver to start. And you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, and here's more up here so we can shoot these guys too. And as you can see, we're getting up, and I overheated so it stopped. So now I start from the beginning, okay? But let's look at something. If I hit tab, I come in, I can see right here, cobalt. I got 287 just in that little time frame. Okay, so that's really good. That's why you want to practice doing, oh, that's also good. You practice doing the shooting when it gets up high. You just keep on going because you can get a lot of it when you do that. It just goes through it so much faster. And as you can see here, they're grouped together so much that it's really good. And you just want to make sure you don't overheat. So like I say, this is really good practice to be able to shoot the different items in here. Yeah, but see, even I do it. I'm not good at it all the time either. I get talking and I forget what I'm doing, and it's like, oh crap. And I'm not watching it enough to pay attention. But I know as soon as I get to 100, it's really close to overheating. So that's why I don't even always pay attention to the heat warning. And I got to, because sometimes I go over. And now my weapon's depleted. Let's see, we'll go in and see what we've got now. And you look, we got 620. It's plenty. Oh, and you get these every once in a while. What you want to do, I can't show you, but see, we're at 620. If I do this, it just gave us more cobalt. See, now we're at 744. Total of 56,000 units. See that one? See, and by the way, we're already up to 1,300 units. So that's good. Okay, that's what I wanted to show you in here in the caves. So you come in here, you can get sodium out by popping those bulbs and different things like that. Also, if we look, oh, what's here? That's subterranean relic. I don't want that. Cargo drop. I'm not looking for that yet. Underground, there is sometime different items you can collect, and I don't see any here. I'll show it to you when we find some. But you can collect, and it's a good way to get money early in the game if you haven't got any money at all. So caves are really good resources. Now let's find our ship, which is this direction. We're going to go to it. Now, I push the Q button and it starts running, and I hit, or not Q button, the left shift button. It starts running, and then I can hit Q and spacebar, and it gives me that little side burst out of my jetpack. And I like this terrain because it doesn't actually run into things. And the ship's just over this hill. There it is, see? Over here we can see some oxygen. Whenever you're at your ship, you can always find at least a patch of 4 oxygen. So always grab it when you're at your ship at the starting point. Okay? Oh, this is not it. This is only 2. So this is not the rich one that I was looking for. I'm going to hit C and see if we can find where it's at. Unless they changed it on me. O2. Oh, it's underground. I'll be a son of a gun. Oh, we can still get it. See, this is a patch of 4 of them, but it's underground. Until you see it pop up like that, you can't get it. There we go. We got all of them. So now we happen to have a bunch of oxygen. Well, not a whole bunch. Okay. And there's our symbol. So we want to come up to it and hold the E key down and grab this. It basically saying iteration, the big number T, deleted, boundary, separation, failure, likely. Vessel 16 empty, cause sentinel intervention, deliberate transfer. Analysis, fresh iteration generated, anomaly containment prepared. Let's go ahead and broadcast. I've never hit leave, but okay. Broadcast received. Terminal traveler anomaly detected. We're the traveler anomaly, by the way, so we're a traveler / anomaly. Anomaly is compliant. Position log, system integrity scan initialized. Now, purple and red mean something in this game, okay? But anyways, we found our ship. What we're going to have to do now, it wants us to recharge the mining beam, so let's go ahead and do that. Go into our multi-tool. It's at 0, so we grab some carbon. I'd rather have condensed carbon, but I don't have it right now, so carbon works just as well. So if we hit C, there's an nanite, there's oxygen. We could go get that, but no reason to. I don't see any condensed carbon around here. There isn't any. Well, that's unusual. Usually you find a bunch of it, but there isn't any, so I'm not going to worry about that. We're going to actually stop here for right now. And in order to do that, I need to get into the ship. It's going to start a quest log, okay? Iteration long number 4924G. That number is us now. But just remember 4924G, okay, online. Atlas connection intermittent. Launch thrusters offline. Pulse engine is offline. We're going to have to fix both of them. I find myself alone on a strange world, unequipped and in danger. I have no memory of how I got here, no sense of before. But the ship at least seems to recognize me. The controls react to my touch, or at least that of my exosuit. I am not dead yet, and this ship is a lifeline out to the stars. So we're going to connect our, you can do either or, it's the exact same, doesn't matter. We're going to go ahead and connect our exosuit. At least it seems like it's the same. It comes up with the log 4924A, unavailable, substituting data. Exosuit connected, suggestion pilot should perform maintenance. Select desired repair path. Well, we're going to repair the ship. It's the only selection we have. Self-guided repair protocols initiated. Okay, so this is part of the tutorial. And if you look, our hazardous protection went up because just like in the cave, we're into our ship. And it comes up and it sits right at 100%. Now, our life support doesn't. In order to fix life support, let's click on it. And it tells us we can use doxite, the life support gel, or oxygen. This is why we're collecting oxygen, just to be able to do that, okay? That's why we're doing that. So now, if we hit tab, should have stayed in there, and click on the starship, as you can see, we have to get 50 pure ferrite, the hydrogen jelly, and we have to get hermetic seal. Oh, we must have got metal plating out of one of those, that down machine that I said, well, what'd it give me? That's what it was, metal plating. That's cool. Okay. I also want, we can't make the pure ferrite. We want the hydrogen jelly, so let's make some of that. And the reason we can make this, okay, I'll show you. So you're going to hit E, okay, and it shows us the reference. We were getting, remember those dihydrogen crystals I showed you? This is what it is. So if we do it, we get it. Boom, we made it. So we have that. We also need, and so we have that, and 50 pure ferrite. What we have to do is all the ferrite dust that we collected, okay, we have over 1,000, we have to make 50 ferrite. I can show you how to do that. And then what we have to do is run, we got to find a hermetic seal, okay, because we can't make one. It won't let us make it. We have to run and get it. We will be able to make it after the quest, but we won't be able to do it. So I'm going to jump out of here. I'm going to hit tab. Yeah, I'll do that. No, yeah, I'll do that. I'm sorry, I'm bouncing back and forth. Okay, we're going to our starship. I want to put in the hydrogen jelly. I want to put in the pulse engine. Now what I need to do is I come out of here. If I hit Z, we need to make a portable refiner, but I need metal plating, which is okay. So we go into here. I can actually sit there and make metal plating. So I want to make the metal plating. Now I come out, and if I hit Z, I can make a portable refiner because it requires oxygen metal plating. Again, we are collecting oxygen and we need metal plating. If I put this down, I can open it up. I can come over here, grab my ferrite dust, drop it in here, come up here for fuel supply, add some carbon. Again, I would rather use condensed carbon, but I don't. But see, this makes a pure ferrite. We need 50, so we can come here and I can click this up or down. Okay, I want to, why isn't it doing it? That's weird. Let's drop down to 50. I don't want to make everything I've got. I don't want to waste it. It's going to take a little while, sorry guys, but we're going to call it after we get done with this. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. And this is how you make as much as you want. So we're going to make 50. We're going to hit either E or begin. All right, I'm going to jump into my ship real quick while that's working. The ship is going to reconnect and do the diagnostics, okay? And see this 4924G, that's us, remember? Okay, the starship critically damaged, vital ingredients missing, which we already know. Unable to synthesize the required components. The pulse engine requires a hermetic seal. Oh, we can ask for assistance. Let's go ask for assistance. Recommendation. Iteration comparison reveals hermetic seal nearby. Salvage planetary chart from the distress beacon cache. Okay, that is right there. See it popped up. We aren't going to do that in this episode. I'm going to hit escape. Whoops. I'm going to hit E to get out. If we come to here, we can hit E. And look at this. It's made it. So let's grab it, drop it in here. Should have dropped it in there. And I want to show you there's 957 here, and there's some fuel there. We're going to escape out, hit tab. Okay, see, we don't have any ferrite in here at all at this point. And carbon, we have 102. But if I pick this machine up now, all I did was took out the pure ferrite. If I pick up the machine now, see, I'm getting 98 carbon back, and I'm getting all my ferrite dust back. See? I just wanted to show you, you can pick your portable refiner up and you get everything that was in it back, except for if you would lose the ferrite if it was in there. So you want to take it out first, okay? Excuse me. We're going to jump back into our starship. We're going to hit tab, and we're going to come here because I hit the pure ferrite now, and I'm going to repair that. And look what we've done. We've repaired our launch thrusters, okay? Now, I wanted to show you right here, we need uranium or starship launch fuel. Okay, so we need starship launch fuel, which is right here, which we need metal plating, which we have enough to make one, because as you can see, it takes 22. Well, we don't have enough to hydrogen. We need 40, and we only have 22, and we need metal plating. Okay, so we can't make any at this point. But the reason I came in here is because I want to show you right here. It's already made a couple of saves, which we didn't have. This was all empty at the time. But right now, you can see at 8:14, it did a auto save and a reload point of 2013. Okay, I'm going to jump out, and 20 is 8:13, by the way. I'm going to jump out. It's now 8:15. Okay, so I'm going to get out of this. I'm going to hit escape. I'm going to jump out of my ship, and this is where it saves at. Anytime you want to save, just get into your ship and get out. And if we look, there's the two right here, restore point 8:15. So I'm going to call it at this point. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button. Even if you didn't like it and just kind of thought it was but if you hit the like button, it'll help me out, guys. I appreciate it, especially being such a young channel. Also, subscribe if you have not yet. I'd appreciate that. In the future, I plan on having some games where my subscribers and everything, I'll announce them, and we can get together and play together in multiplayer mode, even though right now I'm only playing in single mode. But I will get into multi-mode later. Anyways, I hope everybody had a great morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever is in your neck of the woods. and take care. We'll catch you on the flip side, folks. Have a good one. Bye-bye.